you don't know where to begin, better ask Win.
Winston, good to see you. Big Social Security news. Social Security benefits will be cut. We're going to break down how much more you're going to need to save. So we've all seen the headlines. The Social Security Trust Fund will be insolvent in 2033, and by 2035, we'll have to reduce benefits by 23%. According to a recent study from the National Institute for Retirement Security, just 31% of Gen Xers and 52% of boomers were very or somewhat confident they would have the same benefits as previous generations. Should we really be worried?
Yeah, it's not real good news out there, is it? Right?
No.
We basically, you don't want to depend on the federal government pretty much for anything. And
Right.
this prognosis for the future of Social Security is not good. Will it go away? No. Government has the ability to tax. But one of the things you want to be prudent about is making sure that you are not 100% reliant on the federal government or Social Security to provide for your needs in retirement.
Right. And as you just mentioned, just to clear it up, Social Security is not going bankrupt and will not stop paying benefits. But Pension Bee did crunch the numbers and concluded that workers would need to save an additional $138,000 to generate the same income based on the 4% rule. So that means the older you are, the more money you will need to put away. So those age 55 now only have a 12-year window to save. Explain this math, please.
Well, it's just real simple. If you're going to try to accumulate an additional 138,000 to make up for a potential shortfall in Social Security, should it happen, you're going to need to start putting away about another $700 a month, 701. And that'll, over time add up without interest to the $138,000. This is something that we encourage people to do all the time. Carve out a little bit more than what your maybe comfort level is, but start saving now for that future income need. You'll appreciate it later.
Right. All right. So what can we do to save an additional $138,000? There are a few things you recommend. Of course, maxing out your retirement contributions and catch-up contributions. Make sure you are leveraging any employer match programs. And of course, diversify your investments.
Diversify your investments. One of the things that we specialize in here, we use Brookstone Capital Management as our RIA and Charles Schwab as for our custodial services. But we really do specialize in diversification of assets. The 60-40 model of yesterday is still there for a lot of people today, okay? But, there's things that we can actually do to improve your performance and lower your risk, your standard deviation, okay? We live in a very volatile world. While the markets are soaring, you've got to ask yourself, what is the sequence of returns going to look like when it's my time to retire? Will the markets continue to roar, or is another 2008 out there in the offing? It's a long way to fall.
Right.
Yep.
Which is
Really
why our last tip, of course, is to meet with an advisor who specializes in helping you determine your most financially optimal time to claim Social Security, because this is going to be one of the most important decisions you make in retirement.
That's right. A lot of financial advisors out there don't really want to talk about Social Security because there's no money in it for them, right? They can't harvest your Social Security account. We have specialized software here at Winston & Companies where we will run, if you provide us with your Social Security statement that you can get from SSA.gov, get that to us. We will run an optimization report for how you and your wife, or if you're single, whatever, how you should best take your Social Security. There's 567 permutations of how to do this. We'll give you the top 3 absolutely for free. Take the mystery out of it for you.
And also working with clients to create several streams of sustainable income.
Yes, there's the old 3-legged stool story, right? You got to have at least 3 legs to make a stool. In other words, a perch to sit on during your retirement years. Pension, Social Security, and what you're able to do with your retirement accounts like 401ks, TSP, 457 plans, and the like, rolling those over to an IRA to create a 3rd leg of income so that you can relax if you want to, or work if you want to when you're in your retirement years. But we help people make it much more palatable.
Yeah, all comes back to peace of mind. Well,
That's
Winston,
right.
if somebody would like, Yeah, if they want to start preparing now for these eventual changes that pretty much have to come to Social Security, what's the best way to reach you with questions?
We'll go to the Peace of Mind website,
Mhm.
winstoncompanies.com. Show it on the bottom of the screen there, or call the Peace of Mind phone number, area code 602-456-1928. You'll be glad you did. We're looking forward to hearing from you.
Absolutely. Winston, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Got a plan for your retirement, 'cause you know it's just down the road. But if you don't know where to begin, better ask when.